Hello people, this is Jay Gosha, writer, motivational speaker and life coach, and today's video is going to be about the transit of the planet of beauty, the planet of luxury, the planet of love, the planet of all the good and fine things in life, the planet Venus. And it's going to go into the sign of Sagittarius. In fact, it just went into the sign of Sagittarius. And so, what does this mean? What does this transit mean? You see, planetary transits are very important in terms of understanding the right times to do things. Okay? So the planet Venus in Vedic astrology is called the planet Shukra. And Shukra and Guru, Brihaspati, these are the two gurus in our solar system. Okay? In Vedic astrology. And whenever you're looking to do auspicious things in life, such as getting married, or such as buying a new house, or starting something new that you want a happy and nice outcome for, you always look to these two gurus, Shukracharya and Brihaspati, to be in a good position in the sky. Okay, so this planet Venus, Shukra, is going into the Rashi of Brihaspati. What does this mean? And you will be able to find out on the basis of your sun sign, rising sign, moon sign. You can check out all three readings, and we're going to dive into them right now. So, Aries, hi. Aries, Venus is in your 9th house now. And your 9th house is the house of your higher beliefs, long distance travels, long distance education, long-term education, higher education. 9th house is the house of everything that you take up with a higher goal towards your life or a higher objective. Okay? 9th house is the house of religion, but 9th house is also the house of optimism and travel and basically anything that you do as part of an important responsibility that you have in your family or towards society. Okay? It's also the house of publishing. So now Venus is transiting here in the 9th house, and you already have the influence of Rahu in the 2nd house. What I'm able to see is that at the moment there is a lot of energy, of a lot of action in your life. You're busy with a lot of things, you're creating a lot of things, you're working hard towards a lot of things. And in all of this energy, this Venus transit, what's bringing to you? It's bringing to you new relationships. Okay, it's bringing to you new experiences with your partner, new experiences in terms of maybe you think that, well, why don't I just go for a vacation to let's say Munnar. I've been wanting to go there for a long time. And you just go ahead with it, and it turns out to be the best vacation you've ever had in your entire life, and you could have never imagined that. Okay, so a lot of fun experiences, a lot of nice, interesting experiences coming your way. And in terms of partnerships, this is very good. In terms of gaining assets, in terms of gaining profits on fixed assets that you have already, for example, gaining interest or appreciation of your assets, it also looks pretty good. It seems like it's going to be a good period for you for gaining material things, enjoying material things, and also enjoying material experiences. Okay, and those of you who've been wanting to write a book, who've been wanting to who enjoy writing poetry, something of that sort, any artistic endeavor that you've been wanting to put out in the world for a while, this is the best time to do it. This is the best time. I'm like, just go ahead with it. Okay? The only thing that you need to guard yourself against is because Venus, after all, is in an enemy sign. Jupiter accepts everybody, but Venus is in an enemy sign because Sagittarius is the sign which has a rather philosophical perspective towards life. It's more about values and higher ideals and goals, and Venus tends to be more grounded. So the only thing that can go wrong, that you need to guard against, is not getting caught up in two minds with respect to allowing yourself to enjoy these experiences. Sometimes you just enjoy life to enjoy life. There's nothing wrong with that, right? As long as obviously you're doing that within limits and you're being responsible. Sometimes you just enjoy life to enjoy life. Sometimes you feel happy just to feel happy. Sometimes you just publish a collection of poetry just because you want to publish a collection of poetry. That's it. You're not expecting money from it. You're not expecting anything from it. You just wanted to do it, and you're doing it because you want to share your poems. You want to share your art with the world. Okay, so that's kind of the energy that is prevalent, and I'm very happy for you. I wish you the very best. I hope you're able to enjoy it and take as much advantage of it as possible. If you want to take the maximum advantage of this transit, in your case, you can use the mantra Shreem. Shreem is the mantra for the planet Venus, and it can do you very good. You'll be able to have probably a lot of lucky experiences and a lot of luck in a lot of good areas of your life. So that's about it. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so that you can stay abreast of all the interesting content that I post. Push the bell icon so that you never miss a single post I put on this place. Okay, thank you so much for watching. All right. So Taurus, hi. Taurus, Venus is transiting through your 8th house. And Venus is you, because Venus rules the sign of Taurus. So this is a very important transit for you. Especially for you. I mean, out of all of the zodiac signs, especially for you, this is the most important, because you are already undergoing the transit of Rahu in your 1st house. So in terms of your personality, in terms of your life path, in terms of who you think you are, what you want to do, what you want to create in life, what you want to stand up for, and all of those things, there has already been a lot of action which has been going on in the past 11 months. Okay, there has already been a lot of introspection, trying to understand exactly what it is that you want. Where should I assert myself? What should I stand up for? I mean, what exactly do I enjoy? Things like that. These themes I'm seeing here in your chart, they have become very prominent in the past 11 months. Mainly themes to do with yourself, with your body, with your life path. And now, when Venus is transiting through your 8th house, to me, the way that I'm able to look at this transit is, it seems to me that you might have a very interesting epiphany related to yourself, related to all of these issues that you've been dealing with over the past 11 months. You might have a very interesting epiphany related to all the conflict and relationships and everything, and you might just go, oh my God, this is it. This is what I need to change about myself. And you go ahead and you change that. Maybe it's something as simple as, maybe you were fretting about losing hair, okay? And you felt that, oh man, I'm losing hair as a result of age, and I'm not really comfortable with it. And you finally decide, well, maybe I should just shave my head off, right? Maybe I should just shave it, and I'll be more at peace with this process. Or maybe some of you, you felt that I don't really have the kind of physique that I used to have at one point of time. I can't wear the same clothes that I wanted, that I like to wear. And then you just make peace with it and you say, okay, cool. I mean, maybe this is an opportunity for me to change my style. And then you go and to get a new, to renew your wardrobe, and you buy new clothes, and you get yourself a new style, a new haircut, a new hair color, and you're like, wow, this is it. This is beautiful. I'm so at ease with who I am. Okay. So that is some sort of an epiphany that I'm seeing here. There is some sort of a transformation which is coming your way if you allow yourself to be open with respect to accepting who you are. We're not supposed to get there overnight, wherever it is, whatever your goals are in life, six-pack abs, Mercedes, or even spiritual goals, life goals, relationship goals, having a family, whatever it is, man, you're not supposed to get there overnight. It takes time. And sometimes what you want the most is something that, you get towards the end of life. And that is actually the cherry on top of your cake. But you gotta build your cake and enjoy your cake in the meanwhile, right? You can't. The cake is not any less sweeter if the cherry is not there on top. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm saying here. In terms of situations related to debt, in terms of situations related to conflicts, any sort of accounting, any sort of money related issues that you've been grappling with, I see that there is a chance that it suddenly comes to an end. It reaches a sudden resolution. Any sort of monetary, any sort of money related issues that you've been dealing with. In fact, I see that it's quite possible that you're taking some sort of a loan to invest into something long term. Maybe some of you are, buying a house. Maybe some of you are investing into, a long term investment of some sort for yourself or for your family. So I see those things, but mainly it's that epiphany related to yourself, change in style. You're changing something about yourself, physically. That's going to be the glow up, which really makes you happy. Okay, so I am very happy for you, my lovely Taurians. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I post, and push the bell icon so that you never miss a single post I put over this place. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Lots of activity is what I'm seeing here. That you've been, going through. Lots of mental activity, lots of physical energy, lots of physical activity. There's been a lot of, work that's been going on in your career also, or related to your studies, related to your larger vision towards life, larger goal. Everybody has a vision for life, no matter what we're doing in our career, wherever we are, no matter how much money we're making, we all have a larger vision towards life, right? A set of values with which we live life. So there's been a lot of transformation which has been going out for you over the last 11 months, especially, in fact, to be very honest, last 3 years I'm seeing there've been a lot of changes in how you think, how you perceive life. What this Venus is doing in your 7th house, it's coming opposite Mars, and it's creating a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion, passionate aspects which I see are happening here. It's quite possible you may be entering into a new passionate love affair, or you're finding a new passionate interest, creative interest that you're really going to dive into. Okay, maybe some of you just go to a dance class to try something out, although it looks more to be along the lines of arts. It looks more to be something creative rather than something physical. But it's quite possible, depending on what you guys love. Maybe you go out and try something, let's say cooking or whatever, sketching, and then you end up meeting somebody very special over there, or you end up getting into it and discovering and reconnecting with a side of yourself that you feel that, oh my God, this is what had been missing in my life for the past few years. Okay, it's quite possible. That's what I'm seeing here. You are finding some sort of a passion, and you're getting into some passionate energy, which is driving you towards that missing piece of the puzzle that's been elusive, that's been evading you, from the past 2-3 years, and especially for the past 1 year. So that's pretty good. You're gonna be in a very flirty, in a very passionate go-getter energy. That's pretty cool, and you're going to want to interact a lot more with the opposite sex, and go out a lot more, probably dress up a lot more, and it's good because I'm seeing that there's a lot of softness that is coming into a lot of masculine energy that had been building up in your chart for a while. Okay, and there's a lot of softness that is coming towards you, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty nice. Okay, So that's all I have to say. The only thing that I want to say to you is, because Venus after all is in the sign of an enemy, because Venus and Jupiter, they have very different agendas, right? Jupiter is more about tradition, Jupiter is more about handing down knowledge, respecting your elders and stuff like that. And Venus is more about going with the flow of things, enjoying life, and being kind of a hippie, and let's love everybody. Why love people who are just within the borders of our country, who are just our type? Love is for everybody. That sort of an energy. And so what happens is, these energies can kind of conflict. So when you have, let's say, Venus going through your 7th house, when you have this passionate energy engulfing you, and you entering into this passionate mindset, the only problem that can happen is that you might end up overthinking things. So don't overthink things. Don't think too much about the long term of things right now. Try to stay in the moment and try to enjoy things in the moment. That's what I'd say. It would be the best advice that I can give to you to maneuver this energy. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the content I post, and push the bell icon so that you never miss any single reading, any single video I post. Thank you so much. Take care. Very good. Okay. Cancer, hi. Cancer, what I'm seeing here in your chart is I'm seeing that there's a lot going on in terms of the goals that you're working very hard towards, and you've been working very hard towards these goals for some time. You've been working very hard to create a legacy, for the past 3 years. And you've been at work, you've been at it, you've been at it, you've been at it. My God, you've been working really hard, okay? And so what this Venus transit is doing for you, it's bringing about a little bit of a change in terms of the routines that you're using to get to where you want, okay? So you're going to want to enjoy your routine a lot more in this period. How can that be? Okay, so for example, you're after a business goal, let's say, or you're after a life goal that, I have to buy an apartment, or let's say, I have to take my company to this level, and now, with all the talk of the recession and everything, you're thinking, man, now I have to work double hard, and you're going at it. So this Venus is going to bring to your notice all the things in your daily life that you can spend more time enjoying, and you're going to be enjoying it a lot more. This is a good time for you to enjoy your routine, okay? Spend time out on your balcony, drink tea, look at the sunset, enjoy life. Enjoying life is not always, partying in exotic locations and, going to cruises and going for hikes. That's not what enjoying life is all about. Enjoying life is enjoying life in the moment, in whatever you're doing, whatever you have to do, you enjoy life in that. Okay, that's what life is. And this transit is teaching you that. You're going to be taking some time, probably taking longer hot showers, right, and pampering yourself. Okay, man, if I can sleep in longer, if I have to go to bed on time, if I have to do those meetings and I have to work that much, okay, let me treat myself to a long hot shower. Okay, let me change around my shower gel to something that I love more. Let me savor my breakfast a little bit more. So things of that sort. So it's good. It's good. The only thing is, in terms of your love relationships, in terms of your close relationships, what you feel on the inside, in terms of your emotions, right? I see that there could be a tendency for you to become a little bit over analytical, and that's something that you need to guard against. This is one of the shadow sides of Venus in Jupiter sign, because after all, Venus is in an enemy sign. Okay, Jupiter doesn't have a problem with anybody. Jupiter is that kind of a planet. But Venus, the ideals and the values of Venus are very different from the values of Jupiter. Jupiter is more about tradition, Jupiter is more about merit, Jupiter is more about discipline. Venus is more about enjoying life, going with the flow of things, taking it easy, taking it slow, material pleasures, right? So one thing that can happen is, you end up overthinking what somebody said, or you end up over analyzing what your partner said, or what someone close to you said. Don't do that. Just enjoy this energy, just enjoy this phase, and spending more time slowing down just a little with everything that you're doing, and remain focused on what your larger goal is, your larger vision, because the North Node in your 11th house is keeping you pointed towards the achievement of whatever it is that you've set your mind to, whatever goals you have set yourself. And that is where your focus needs to be. That is where your focus needs to be, and your focus needs to be on how to make the everyday routine of getting there more pleasurable. Everything else at the moment is a distraction. Okay, so don't concern yourself too much with what somebody says, or what somebody says carelessly, or anything of that sort, especially somebody that you love. No, bring your attention back to yourself. Enjoy your coffee, enjoy your dinner, enjoy napping on the couch, enjoy your work, and that's it. That's what you need to be doing right now, and remain focused. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading, my lovely Cancerians. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. You can also push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Leos. How you doing? Well, I see you've been hard at work. The signs of the two luminaries, Cancer and Leo. God, you guys have been at work. You've been slaving it. You've been slaving at it for 2-3 years, and especially for the last 11 months, these North Node, South Node axis, they're making you work like crazy is what I can see in your chart. Okay, and especially with Mars retrograding in your 11th house, man, you're hard at work, and I want to congratulate you for that passion. I want to congratulate you for that consistency and that drive. That's wonderful. Keep it up. Great work. Okay, you will be surprised at what you end up achieving by the time the North Node transits into your 9th house sometime in the middle of next year. By the time you would have achieved a lot. Okay, so stay on course, stick to the plan, stick with it. And what's more, Venus is bringing a new wave of passion into your creative endeavors, into your self-expression, into enjoyment for life. It is filling you up with a zest for life, and you're going to enjoy it for a while, because there's a lot of passionate energy. There's been a lot of energy of action in your chart, and what Venus is doing, it's coming in here and it's balancing it out. Okay, so you can expect positive improvements in your area of work. You can expect positive improvements in short communications with your friends, short trips. If you've been planning to take a weekend getaway for a while, take that trip, go on that weekend getaway. It's in fact, I see that you're just going to go on a trip or go on a short journey, going with the flow, not even thinking much about it. Just thinking, okay, man, I need a break. I need to feel a little bit better. What do? Let me just take a break for a couple of days. And if you can't do that, somebody's definitely at least taking nice, beautiful, romantic evening out with their partner or with just themselves. You take yourself out to a cafe, take yourself out to a high-end cafe, or some great place and treat yourself. Read a book, drink some wine, enjoy some coffee, you know, whatever it is. Because what I'm seeing here is you've been working very hard and the hard work isn't done yet. There's a lot still to be done, and there's a lot of potential in your chart to still reward you a lot more working towards whatever you're working for. This Venus is a healthy reminder to take a little bit of a time out within the framework of the routine, the plan that you have for yourself. Okay? Take a little bit of a time out every now and then. Indulge a little. Treat yourself a little. Enjoy life a little. And create just for the sake of creating. Okay? Don't try to monetize things. Don't try to think about what's it going to do for me, what should I do. No perfectionism. No. Just create for creating. You know? That's going to give you a lot of pleasure. That's going to give you a lot of happiness in this period. Just create for creating. That's it. Live in the moment for a little while and just focus more on how you can improve your life in a more easy fashion. Easy fashion doesn't mean, you stop working. No. How you can improve your life, how can you make your life easier? Think in those terms for a while. How can I, look, I have to work as much as I have to work, but how can I make my life a little bit more easier? What can I do? I mean, will putting up a nice painting make me feel a little bit better about myself? Will getting my sofa upholstered make me feel a little bit better, a little bit more pampered, right? Things of that sort. Maybe give your wall a fresh coat of paint if that makes you feel good, that makes you feel inspired every time, you go back to your desk, or every time you go to sleep, or whatever. Okay, so that sort of themes I'm seeing in your chart is going to be a good time period for you in terms of just feeling lucky, enjoying life, and spending some time creating things, having good conversations with your siblings, good relationships. I see you developing in the area of work, and also in terms of investments. A lot of people are going to be tempted to invest, put some money in the stock market and stuff like that. So, well, as long as you're careful, because there's a lot of energy of passion here, because Mars is going retrograde in your 11th house, Venus is opposing it, so there's a lot of energy of passion which is going on. So, don't do something just because impulsively you feel like doing it at the moment, right? If you want to treat yourself, if you want to take a time out, slow things down. That's the key word that I'd say for you. Slow things down a bit, okay? There's a lot of passion, slow things down. Express yourself, relax, enjoy, okay? So that's all I have for you, my lovely Leos. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Push the bell icon so that you don't miss any single video I post. Take care. Thank you so much. There you go. Virgo. Hi. Virgo. What I see here is that there has been an abundance of the energy of work, abundance of the energy of fixing things, working on things, and working hard, and a lot of areas of life that can tend to get very boring and repetitive. Okay, and this is not just now. I mean, Mars has created this kind of impetus of this energy in your 10th house, so you've been probably working really hard in your area of work. May have had some arguments. If not, watch out. Just try not to get into any conflict in your area of work, not to get into any conflicts with authority. Okay. In terms of relationships, it's been a mixed bag. You probably have had to let go of some toxic relationships, or let go of some relationships which just weren't working out. Not relationships, specifically romantically, but in general. So, well, in the backdrop of all of this, and the North Node transiting through your 9th house, lots of changes, probably, travel, things like that as well. There's been some movement going on in your life for a while that's not been comfortable. And the good thing with this transit is now is the time where you're going to finally find some sort of a rest, for a brief period where you can just go into your shell and pamper yourself, buy yourself a new phone, buy yourself a new laptop, buy yourself new clothes. Some of you are probably, you know, buying a new car, buying property, also, or shifting into a new home. That's also something that I'm seeing, so it's pretty good. Great. If you've been thinking about taking a short vacation, but you know, you don't really have the time or the budget to be able to do that, go for a staycation. Go stay in a nice hotel. Stay in a nice hotel for a couple of days. It's going to be the same. You're going to probably love it more. That's what I'm seeing here. Because Venus transiting through your 4th house, opposite Mars, which is retrograde in your 10th house, it's creating this huge passionate axis in the 4th and 10th axis. And this passionate energy is well utilized in just spending time with yourself, enjoying spending time with yourself, slowing down a little, enjoying your emotions, not shutting them out, giving them room to express themselves. If you've been, let's say, feeling frustrated for a while, think about what you can do to not feel that way. What can you do to make yourself feel better? Okay? Maybe if you can't go on a vacation, or if you can't even go on a staycation, well, at the very least, maybe you can redo a wall, right? Redo a wall, put some nice photos there, put some nice lights, get some indoor plants. Okay? So, the main theme that I'm seeing here is creating a beautiful environment and healing yourself through bringing beauty around you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here mainly. And yeah, a lot of you are making good developments, good advancements in terms of assets, in terms of home, in terms of a better area, better surroundings, in terms of your house, and some of you are going on trips and things like that. So that's all pretty cool. But just, you know, just remember, it doesn't have to be something permanent. Don't launch yourself into long-term programs and then get all worked up. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? Let's say, you know, I just said redo a wall, put some nice photographs, photo frames, and put some lights, stuff like that. We can be tempted to think, oh my God, to be able to do this, I need this paint, I need this design, I need that wallpaper, it's going to cost me a fortune, stuff like that. No. Don't go for permanent solutions. Don't go for long-term things. No. Venus in the energy of Sagittarius is allowing your ability to find beauty and self-love in a happy-go-lucky manner. You know, allow your inspiration to lead you. So it doesn't have to be something permanent. It can be just something that you spend an afternoon making with your hands, right? Do some craft work or something like that. So that's what I'm seeing here. Beautify your home, beautify your wardrobe. That's where you're going to find a lot of balance, a lot of softness among everything else that's been going on in your life, which seems to be pretty rugged, which seems to be pretty, you know, action-oriented. This is something which is nice, which can slow you down and give you a lot of happiness. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading, my lovely Virgos. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and push the bell icon so that you never miss a single video I post. Thanks so much. Take care. Hurry up. What's up, my lovely Librans? Venus rules you. Libra, you are Venus, right? And so this transit is very important for you. Why? Because obviously it's impacting the signs of Taurus and Libra the most. The two signs ruled by Venus. And what I'm seeing here in your chart is you're going to want to spend more time traveling. You're going to want to go on short trips, photography, make sketches, write poetry, things like that. There's a lot of working with your hands. If you've been wanting to get a nice manicure for a while, you're going to go and do that. Nail art, things like that. Maybe some of you have been wanting to buy a nice ring for a while, or a nice bracelet for a while, you know, and you're going to be doing that. Or nice gym gloves, or nice driving gloves. So that is something which I'm seeing here. Good time spent with siblings, good time spent with friends, good conversations back and forth. that's pretty cool. And also in this time period, I'm seeing is good happiness from relationships, from your marriage, from married life. Good happiness, you know, happiness from long-term investments, happiness from other people's money or any sort of things that you've invested into, where you know you made a joint investment with other people, or any sort of areas, any sort of avenues that you've been wanting to keep for your future, any investments that you've made into your future. So it's good. All these things seem to be going good for you, all in all. See, the last 3 years have not been easy for you because of the transit of Saturn, and I see that even at the moment you're working very hard. There's some inspirational idea that a lot of you, I feel, are working on. You've been working on since Mars went, retrograde. Mars went into Gemini, so you've been at it for a while, like 2 months. There's some inspiration that you've been allowing to lead you, and you've been working hard at it, and that's good. There's been a lot of changes in your life in the past 11 months, a lot of transformations in terms of your married life as well, in terms of assets, a lot of changes, a lot of things have changed, a lot of things are still changing. And amidst all of that, one thing that you've probably forgotten to do every now and then is give yourself time to just live a little. Give yourself time just to enjoy life, just to do something for, enjoying it. Obviously, a lot of you have, I don't know your exact charts, but this has been the major theme of your energy over the past few years. It's good to be focused and to work on long-term things, long-term objectives. But sometimes, what happens is we tend to get frustrated, we tend to get very serious, and then we forget all the things that we do just for fun, that make us enjoy life. Okay? So I'm seeing here that this is a good opportunity for you to do that. It's a good opportunity for you to reinvent yourself in keeping with the times that you're in. What do I mean by that? It means that obviously you cannot go ahead and make grand changes just like that. No, it takes time. Change takes time. But well, we can always reinvent ourselves in the moment, in the short term, by giving ourselves an image makeover, buying new clothes, or trying out new experiences, meeting new people, right? Allowing ourselves to express our talents, or learning new things. If you've been wanting to learn the guitar for a while, if you've been wanting to learn an instrument for a while, or if you've been wanting to learn a new language for a while, just go ahead and do it. There's a lot of passion that I'm seeing coming your way in terms of that. And so that's good. You can utilize this passionate energy to just go out and try new things, new experiences. Okay? Don't think about, making it a long-term commitment that, okay, if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to buy a nice instrument, or I'm going to buy a 6-month plan for this activity, or whatever it is, or a membership or stuff like that. No, just Venus in Sagittarius. The reason Venus is in an enemy sign is because, Venus's ideas of fun and Sagittarius corresponds to Jupiter's ideas of fun. They tend to collide a little bit. The best way that you can harness this energy is by allowing your self-love to go with the flow. Because Sagittarius corresponds to the natural 9th house. The natural 9th house is the house of going with the flow, basically. It's a very expansive house because it's about long distance travels and whatnot. So yeah, just go ahead and allow yourselves to just try out new experiences. It's going to make you very happy. It's going to bring a lot of novelty into your life, and you're going to enjoy it. Okay? Thank you so much, Librans, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Push the bell icon so that you never miss a single reading or video I post. Thank you so much. Love you. Take care. There you go. Okay, my lovely Scorpions, hi. Okay, Scorpions, this is a good transit for you. The reason that I say that this is a good transit is because things have been getting a bit too serious for you of late. Because of Ketu's transit in your first house, you know, you've probably faced a lot of frustrations with people in your life, relationships, contracts, things like that sort. And maybe they've not been frustrations, but mainly I see that you've probably not been focusing on yourself that much. Okay, depends from person to person, the specifics, but mainly there have been a lot of things that have been happening in your life over the past 2-3 years which have pushed you further and further towards spirituality. Now, if you've been able to do some spiritual practices, if you've been able to develop that spiritual side, then you know you've gotten the right things out of this experience. If you haven't been able to do that, it probably is still testing you, because even at the moment I see that there are a lot of responsibilities related to work that could be weighing you down, that could be testing your confidence, you know, matters of your reputation, matters of your work, matters of what you intend to do out there, how you intend to establish yourself, those things. And then there are some ups and downs going on in your life because of that Mars retrograde which is going in your 8th house. So things probably could have also been rocky in your marriage, in your relationships, in your long-term finances and investments. In all of this weakness in the 2nd house that's you know, it's transiting for you right now, it's good because it's bringing some stability to your finances, it's bringing stability to your assets, it's bringing stability to mainly the area of money and family. So it's good in terms of that. It's quite possible that you're gaining new relationships. It's also possible that you know you're gaining money through foreign sources, foreign lands, or any money that you had invested secretly that seems to be turning a profit. Okay, unexpected sources of income are also seen. It's quite possible, but mainly the main theme that I'm seeing for you guys is that amongst everything that has been happening, this is a good time for you to make smart moves related to money if you have been planning to do them for a while. Okay, if you have been planning to build fixed assets or beautify or upgrade any fixed assets that you have. Fixed assets could be, you know, anything from gemstones or family heirlooms to your house or even machinery that has been handed down over generations or that you've had for a while, that you've held on to for a while. So those are fixed assets, things that you hold on to, things that you don't trade, things that you don't, you know, sell for a profit, that you keep with yourself and that add to your net worth. So those are fixed assets, and Venus is doing good here in terms of that. I see that it's going to be good in terms of your finances, yes, but it's also going to be good in terms of how you feel about what you've been able to do up until now, and it'll give you clarity on taking a lot of decisions that you need to take. I see there has been some confusion in your life for the past few months, for the past few years maybe, but mainly for the past few months. It's quite a possibility that there has been some confusion in your life. Now you're just going to get that dose of stability, and you'll be able to think and analyze situations with a lot more objectivity and with a lot more balance. Okay, so that's pretty good. All in all, this is a good transit for you, and I wish you the very best. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you never miss a single reading or video I post. Thank you so much. Bye bye. How are you? My lovely Sagittarians, hi. My lovely Sagittarians, you know what I see? I see that there's a new dose of beauty and self-love entering your life. All thanks to the transit of Venus through your first house. I see you probably buying yourself new clothes. I see you suddenly getting into shape or focusing on getting into shape, looking better, looking nicer, okay, buying new perfumes quite possibly for yourself. And I also see that a lot of new connections are coming towards you. New connections, new friendships, things that you've been wanting to attract in your life, you know, they're going to walk right up to you. And it's quite possible that a very passionate sort of love affair could, bloom out of nowhere in your life. It's quite a possibility. To be very honest, I'm seeing in your chart. I don't know, maybe your ex is coming back or something of that sort. It's quite possible. Oh my God. I mean, so whatever happens, whatever situation you get yourself into, okay, whatever passionate liaison that you're getting yourself into, just don't really have, lots of long-term hopes related to it. Just live in the moment, enjoy, and obviously be safe. That's what I'd say. But yeah, I mean, for those who are married, those who are already in a partnership, I would say that this is a much needed infusion of passion into your married life, or passion into your relationship. So it's going to be a good idea for you to do some activities with your spouse, with your partner, because what is happening is, in the energy of everything that is going on in your chart, you've been working very hard. I see Saturn's been making everybody work hard, to be very honest. But especially the people, that Saturn's been going through their 10th, 7th and your 3rd houses. That's where Saturn makes you work the hardest. So what I see here is that you've been hard at work, probably related to some sort of an idea or some sort of a initiative that you took. And over the last few weeks, I feel that there's been a lot of ups and downs in your relationships and people in general. It's quite possible. There could have been some conflicts, could have been some misunderstandings, but at the same time, it might be possible that you've been feeling an obsessive pull as well towards the opposite sex in some way. And in all of this, there's this general priority as well, that is being marked by the North Node transiting through your 6th house, directing you towards working hard towards all those things that need to be done, need to be accomplished in your life. And you're like, oh my God, I gotta do this, and you're taking it very seriously. But right now is the time to pamper yourself and to look after your body. And if you find somebody, even for the short term, to just enjoy this journey with, it's not a bad idea. And obviously, if you're married, if you have a partner, it's great. I mean, because we have individual goals and we have our individual journeys, and at the same time, we cannot help but accept that we are social animals. We enjoy company. And we enjoy experiences with company. It's a wonderful thing going on a solo trip, but it's amazing if you have the right people to accompany you, right? So that's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here in your chart. So therefore, begin, if you're wondering, listening to this, how the hell, there's no way in hell that, this is manifesting. There's no way in hell that I'm meeting someone. Right? If that's what you're thinking, you probably need to get out of the house. Get out of the house. Go to the gym or something. Buy yourself a new tracksuit, new sneakers, and go start jogging and talk to people. Okay? meet new people, but mainly, you know, get active is what I mean to say here. Get active. Enjoy just being with yourself, and enjoy spending more time with other people if you can. You'll be surprised at the experiences that you end up having. Okay? Yeah, and just one thing that you need to keep in mind is because of this influence of Mars kind of which is going on, and because of this influence of the North Node, is just stay clear of any sort of conflict. You see the first sign of conflict, just distance yourself from it, because that is an influence which is going to be here for a while. Okay, it's not going anytime soon, so it's going to be here for a while. Don't let that dampen the nice mood that Venus is creating. That's all I have to say to you, my lovely Sagittarius. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any of these wonderful videos that I post, and push the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post. Thank you so much. Love you. Take care. How are you? Okay, my lovely Capricorns, hi. So my lovely Capricorns, I see here that, well, you're hard at work fixing things, dealing with life's problems, taking things on, you know, like facing things, working hard on your health, probably working hard on fitness, working hard on a lot of things. There's a lot of energy of hard work, and in general as well, there's a lot of energy of hard work for everybody, because Mars is retrograde, and you know, because of Saturn placements as well, they are such, because Saturn is in, you know, Aquarius, and Mars is retrograde in the sign of Gemini. So the sign of Gemini corresponds to the third house. The third house represents your hands and self efforts, right? And Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius, which represents the 11th house. The 11th house is the natural house of the sign of Aquarius, which deals with working hard for your goals, wishes and desires. Okay, so in general as well, at the backdrop, there's a lot of energy of hard work in the collective, and I think why shouldn't there be? Because we've all heard about the looming recession and everything that's been going on in the world. So that's where, you know, these energies can actually corroborate a lot of the influences that we read about, that we think, that we're trying to figure out. So yeah, anyway, that aside, what I'm seeing here in the chart right now is this is a period for you to kind of go away from all of this mess and madness, and just go on working. Like, if it's possible for you to just go on working while taking a vacation, you know, working remotely in some way, or just buy yourself a new comfortable chair, because work is important. I'm seeing in your chart definitely, you know, work is something which is there, but you need to withdraw a little bit for a while. Okay, withdraw into your own space for a while. You need to kind of go away from all of this which has been going on. If you can, you know, take a brief retreat, it's a good idea. Venus is going to support you for that. At the very least, you'll see, try if you can, you know, pay a visit to the spa. Try, if it's possible, to you just, you know, give yourself a time out and pamper yourself, and you know, just try some aromatherapy, try some massage, something of that sort. Like anything to just go away from everything in your life, even if briefly, even if for a few hours, and just allow yourself to let go. Because Venus is transiting through your 12th house, and with everything else that's been happening, you know, Venus exalted in the 12th house. So, you know, if you can just separate yourself from the day-to-day grind, if you can separate yourself from all the pressures and the demanding schedules that you're surrounded with, it'll be really good for you in terms of your increased productivity, and in terms of also your increased creativity. Okay, you'll actually trust me on this. You can come back and comment. You'll actually come back with better ideas if you take a short break at this moment of time, in this period. I can guarantee you that. Okay? You actually, it's also quite possible you end up meeting somebody interesting. Or those of you who are single and also paradoxically, introverted, and yet you wonder, why don't I meet somebody? Especially those of you who fall into that category. This is for you. Go out, go to some good place, just pamper yourself for a while. That's it. It's going to give you a lot of good energy, and then you're going to come back. You're going to come back renewed. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm seeing in your chart for a while. This Venus is good for you in terms of taking a time out from everything. This Venus has come as a respite, as an oasis. Think of it like that for you. Okay. So thank you so much, my lovely Capricorns. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any of the readings or videos that I post, and push the bell icon so that you never miss any single reading or video I post. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Here you go. I see that at the moment there's a lot of energy of hard work. There could be responsibilities in your area of work, and probably relationships in your area of work that are undergoing a little bit of a topsy-turvy situation. Work responsibilities might be wearing you down, testing your confidence, testing your idea of having it in control. And there seems to be a lot going on on your domestic front. Domestic front seems to be going a lot better than your work front. But obviously, these are general energies, so depending on your specific chart, it could be different. But mainly, this is, something which has been going on for the last 10 or 11 months because of the, nodal axis. North Node transiting through your 4th, Ketu transiting through your 10th house, and you have Sun and Mercury there as well. So yeah, a lot of action in your areas, in the important areas of your life, right? With regards to yourself, your capabilities, your life path, your domestic front, your home, your assets, and then work, responsibilities. So there's a lot happening for you. And on top of that here, I see that there's a lot of energy of passion, there's a lot of energy of action, there's a lot of energy of drive, because Mars is retrograding in your 5th house. So you're feeling powerful, you're feeling driven. It'd be safe to say that you're actually running out of hours of the day as far as getting things done is concerned. There's a lot on your plate right now. Now what this Venus is doing for you is that it's actually good for you in terms of getting that extra support from your friend circle, getting that extra support from luck, from the materialization of things that you have been working on tirelessly for the past few years, few months. And it's going to pave the way for you to get better rewards, or negotiate a better salary, and tap into your network circles for important new opportunities and things of that sort. If you've been wanting to go on a trip for a while, if you've been wanting to study for a while, I see that could be materializing for you. There's a pretty good chance of that happening over here. But also, I see that the domestic front is getting better. I see that in terms of your assets, in terms of your home life, in terms of your clothes, your laptop, the home environment, your vehicle. You probably have been wanting to upgrade that for a while, upgrade your car for a while, maybe even something of that sort, upgrade your phone, upgrade your laptop. I see that is happening for you. And it's a good opportunity for you to do that. Trade in your old assets for a good profit and get your hands on some new energy related to this area of your life. Okay. All in all, this Venus transit for you is mainly opening you up to have more pleasant interactions with your support group, with the network circle, and you're going to be surprised in terms of the people that you come across, the experiences that you have. So the influence of Mars and Venus coming opposited in your 11th house is actually opening you up to a lot of passionate new projects as well. A lot of passionate new ideas that you might actually develop and build upon with the help of people in your network or people in your extended group of friends. Okay, so it's good, especially as well if somebody has been wanting to tap into new sources of income, additional sources of income, like a side gig or something of that sort. If you have been, let's say, wanting to trade in some fashion, not trading as in in terms of stocks, etc., but trading as in selling things online, or flipping houses, or even flipping products or NFTs or something of that sort, buying them, holding them, and selling them for a better price or something of that sort. So especially in terms of if you talk about like merchandise or physical objects, gemstones, crystals, antiques, anything of beauty, clothes, things like that. Okay, so yeah, mainly what I'm seeing here is that this is going to be a good time for you in terms of gaining and new friends, new sources of income, and leveraging your friendships and your support groups for trying to make more money. And there's a lot of energy of passion, there's a lot of energy of collaboration and inspiration as well that I'm seeing here. So just trust your intuition in terms of the experiences that you want to try out in this period is what I'm going to say to you. No matter how crazy it may seem, try out new experiences, even if they are very different from what you usually like to try out or indulge in, or what's your usual flavor. Just keep your mind open, go with the flow, and you'll be surprised at how that can materialize into actually something interesting, something creative, something that can turn into something that is profitable for you. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my lovely Aquarians. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any reading or any video that I post, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. Thank you so much. Love you. Ariel. My lovely and my dreamy Pisceans. Hi. So my lovely Pisceans, this is a straightforward reading for you of all the other signs, because Venus is going right through your 10th house of career. And although Venus is passing through an enemy sign, which is Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Venus is a different kind of a planet. Venus and Jupiter, they are the two gurus in Vedic astrology. One is the guru of the Asuras, the materialistic, the kind of people who don't stop at nothing, the ambitious sort of creed. And the other are the Devas, who are more sattvic in their tendencies, more sattvic in their approach to life. So that is why their values can seem to clash a little bit. But in the 10th house corresponds to the natural sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So Venus does very well in the 10th house, and you will actually often see that a lot of performers, a lot of sports people, a lot of artists, they have Venus in the 10th house. So in your case, Venus transiting through your 10th house opposite Mars, which is retrograding in your 4th house. It's a very passionate, very interesting time in terms of your career. Okay, you can expect to be paid more attention to in your area of work. You can expect to be noticed in your area of work, noticed for your efforts, noticed for any sort of new projects that you've taken up, any sort of new endeavors that you're taking up. It seems pretty interesting in that sort of fashion. There can be some sudden ups and downs too, not really downs, but more sudden ups, sudden fluctuations in your area of work, but they'll be good. Opportunities are going to come up for you where you'll get the chance to shine or take someone's place who was not able to make it to an important meeting. Maybe, you know, it happens that that one of your teammates who was supposed to give an important presentation isn't able to show up to that meeting, and then you have to step up and you give that presentation, and you do it really well, and everybody's, you know, like all gung-ho about that. Oh, we did not know that you know, you could be so good in this role, etc., etc., you know, things like that. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But mainly I see that you're going to be recognized for your efforts in this period. So if you've been working hard on some projects, if you've been working hard on some sort of skills that you've been working to master in the past few months, or you've been working hard on developing a new skill set, or developing a new sort of any sort of a creative project, any sort of a, you know, creative endeavor. For example, maybe if you've been writing a book, if you've been working on a white paper for your company or something of that sort, whatever you've been working on for yourself, maybe learning to play the guitar, you know, maybe learning how to cook, whatever it is, but it's bringing you a lot of recognition. Okay, people are going to be seeing it, and you're also communicating a lot. You're also working a lot with people who are in a position of authority in your area of work, in your workplace. So I see that, you know, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good from the perspective of advancements in the area of work primarily. Okay, so, you know, enjoy this phase, I'd say. I mean, what else do you want? The entire reading, it seems pretty good for you, right? The only thing is that the only downside that is here in your transits at the moment is Mars retrograding in your 4th house, which can kind of make you reckless, you know, because Venus is more of a slow and steady kind of energy, and Mars in the 4th house is debilitated. So don't let your dissatisfaction with the pace of things get into the way of good things which are coming as a result of this transit, or good things which have a potential to manifest as a result of this transit. Okay, just watch out for that. And yeah, any of you, I mean, drive carefully is what I'd say. One thing as well. I'm just seeing it, so I'm saying it. Although this reading is about Venus, but I'm looking at Mars. So in the 4th house, it can show possible issues with your car, issues with your vehicle. So drive safely, and if you've been needing to take it for service for a while, you know, go ahead and do that. It'll be good for you. Besides that, that's all I have for you, my lovely Pisces. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any reading or video I post, and push the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post. Thank you so much. Ariom, take care, love you, bye bye.